Alright, we're back. I'm Strategic Sully, and I'm here to bring you all your tips, your tricks, your strategies you need to dominate at mobile gaming. With that being said, let's get into some Clash Royale today on the main account, Sully Man. We're going to be doing something fun today in today's episode. I'm very excited for it. Retro Royale has been announced. I'm very excited for this challenge. This is going to really represent how the game did look when it was first launched, and if you were one of those elite players playing before the global launch, you know what I'm talking about. The cards were pretty insane. Now, I remember playing before the global launch. I believe my brother Sanders got the game 2 months before the global launch, and I got it about a month and a half before. He started before me. He got me hooked on this addiction, which is Clash Royale. We are going to try out some retro decks in a classic challenge today, see how they do, so we are very well prepared for Retro Royale when it does start. So I went back through my camera roll on my phone. That's where I play on my main account, and that's where I started playing on my first account, which is this account in Clash Royale, before the global launch. And before the global launch, I didn't really take any screenshots of my decks, nor did I really in the beginning. I looked through all my photos and I started taking more screenshots of my decks around level 8. So I have a bunch from level 8, 9, 10, and then you guys saw me playing as level 10 on my channel when I first started. And along with that, the earliest picture I have of a deck is from when I was level 5. This is what it is. So when I was a level 5, I don't even remember what arena I was in at this point, but I was just over halfway to level 6, and this was the deck that I was using. Look at that fireball animation. Look at that knight animation. It was absolutely wild. I was using a level 2 tombstone. It was absolutely insane, but this was the earliest screenshot I could see from a deck that I did use when there was only 42 cards in the game, no legendaries. So we're going to build this deck, try it out. We're also going to build a few more, try those out, see which one does the best, but I'm very interested in seeing how this deck does hold up. So this is the deck that we will try out first. It was that deck from the screenshot. I'll show it to you guys one more time. There it is. The difference in card animations is pretty cool. We're going to see what we can do with it. It's going to be pretty fun. I'm excited for this challenge to happen, but let's just jump right into it. But before we do that, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, show your support to the channel, and let's get right into it. Alright, so we're going against DJ Fernandez. Now, I probably haven't used this deck since that time as a level 5. I can't even remember using this deck. The earliest deck that I remember using, I do remember I was big on the Knight when the game first came out. Very strong, cheap tank. That's why I liked him. But the earliest deck I do remember, I was using the Balloon, the Knight, and the Baby Dragon. Those are the 3 cards I remember actually using and having serious success with. So we're going to drop minions right here. Now, along with the minions, we want to drop a tombstone just so that Balloon can't get a shot off. But, you know, sure enough, the tombstone collapses and the Balloon still gets shot off. So we're going to move in. The Knight's going towards the tower along with Spear Goblins, minions, more Spear Goblins. Now, the one thing about this is we're testing out decks in a classic challenge. The only problem is other people don't have these retro cards in their deck. He's got guards. I saw a Lava Hound. If we see a log, we're definitely going to be feeling the heat, let me tell you. But we are coming off pretty on top right now. The Goblin Hut's giving us some serious success. Our deck is 3 elixir flat. That's a cheap deck. We're going to be able to move through troops quickly, which is really nice. But we're going to run into some problems. You know, poison's going to really hurt us. The log's going to really hurt us. There are a lot of cards that are going to be problematic to us. The Electro Wizard, that didn't start in the original game. No legendaries for sure. And he obviously does have the Lava Hound, which is always a ton of fun. More Spear Goblins going to move in. Along with that, we're going to sit back, use some archers. Now, he's going to zap all of those Spear Goblins. Absolutely insane. We're going to drop our own skeletons right here for his. Along with that, we're actually going to drop another Goblin Hut. Hopefully pull that Mega Minion. That would be phenomenal. But there's a lot of Spear Goblins coming down, which is really nice. We're going to send in a Knight. He's going to be able to tank for some of these Spear Goblins. Along with that, we're going to send in minions. He's got more minions. Haven't played the Fireball yet, which is pretty funny because it's the most expensive card at 4 elixir. Going to be able to take out none of those minions. Absolutely horrible Fireball placement. But we're actually going to be able to hold off pretty well. We're going to send in another Knight. He is our push. if you guys can believe it, he is the push. So now we do have some serious units coming down. We're also going to fireball the tower, the Mega Minion, the Tombstone, do some really good damage. Along with that, we're going to send in archers. Now, he probably wants to send in a really hard, heavy balloon. And that's what he looks like he's already going to set up to try to do. So Goblin Hut's going to go down over here. Spear Goblin's going to go down right here for the Mega Minion. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like we're going to be able to take out the Mega Minion in just the nick of time. We're going to drop a Knight over here. Along with that, we're going to also send in archers. There's that balloon we were talking about. Yeah, not too fun, I'm not going to lie. Tombstone's going to go down along with Spear Goblins. The balloon cannot get a bomb off, or we're going to be in some serious trouble. Let's fireball all of that noise. Along with that, send in another Knight. Only because he's got so much health, he's able to tank everything. And now we're just cycling back to our fireball, and hopefully we can get it down in time. He's going to arrow. Sure enough, the fireball is going to be able to save us, and we're going to be able to take the first match down with this retro deck, making him cry. This deck's still good. We're going to see if we can win another one with it. I actually want to try out a different deck this time, so let's build a new retro deck and see how it does. Let's try a Hog Freeze deck. Alright, let's see what we can do against Shadow Angel. We're rocking this Hog Freeze deck. Should get pretty wild. I'm excited for it. Oh, good God. He's going incredibly aggressive. Says he wants the 3 crown right off the Bizat. I'm alright with that. Let's send in a Hog, see what he does for it. We do have this Freeze very, very ready. Now, we're going to wait, and he's going to not do a thing, which is fine with me, because you know what? We're going to freeze it right there. Phenomenal. And obviously, he was scared of this deck. I mean, that just goes to show you how scary a deck can truly be. We're going to move in, try to get a quick 3 crown with this deck. It's not going to be super quick because the Musketeer is getting targeted. But actually, we're going to be able to take it down with the Zap. That is a 3 crown in less than a minute. Absolutely phenomenal. Let's get into another one. Alright, so we're going against a player's name that I guess I can just see a heart in no clan. Gonna see what we can do against him. Hopefully, we can set up with a really good Hog Freeze. We're going to throw the Hog Rider in the back. This is going to give him a lot of time to prepare for the Hog Rider, but is he going to be able to prepare for the Goblins, the Minions, the Hog Rider? He's going to poison all of it, and we're actually going to zap his Minions. We would have wanted to take them out. Unfortunately, we couldn't. We're actually going to Tombstone right here. He does have the poison, a card that was not originally in the beginning of the game. Now, that's going to all go down. Along with that, we're going to fireball this just because we don't want any extra damage getting done by that miner that was not originally in the game. So we're going against cards that aren't originally in the game. Won't be in the Retro Challenge, but if we can still win against these cards, we should have serious success in the Retro Challenge. I'm very excited for it. Now, it doesn't look like he's got a defense. So what we're going to go in with is we're going to go in with a hard pack of Goblins, Hog Rider, and we're ready with the Freeze when we need to use it. He's not ready for the Freeze right now. Ready for this? Oh, baby, he does that. We're going to zap those Goblins. Won't kill him. We're able to get some good damage done. He's not going to be able to send in the miner. We are definitely up on this match. He played a really good Goblin Barrel. I don't know. Did I show the Freeze already? I don't think that I did. We're going to drop a Tombstone behind the Giant to kill the Musketeer, which is just going to go swimmingly. Very excited for that to go down. Minions are going to go down. He's going to zap them all, but we're still going to be able to take it out. Goblins are going to go down now to help take out the Giant from his knees. Along with that, we would love to set up with another Hog Freeze, but we're going to see if we can get any damage done. We're actually going to fireball this Musketeer only because she could become problematic. We don't have a ton of damage. We are up on it. You know, nonetheless, we're up on it. Musketeer is going to go down right now. Hopefully go for his Musketeer. Phenomenal. Musketeer v Miner. Now, Musketeer walks away from the Goblin Barrel. You don't see this every day. Now, his Minions are going to be able to take out my Musketeer. What we're going to move in with is another Hog Rider. We need to move in with another Hog Rider. He's going to poison that. Along with that, we're going to zap all that jazz, take out that right tower. Now we're moving in for the kill on the left tower. We're having a lot of fun with this deck. We 3-crown that first dude pretty quick. Let's see what the Minions, Goblins, Tombstone can do. Along with that, we're going to send in the Musketeer. Musketeer is locked onto the Skeletons. My Musketeer is locked onto his Musketeer. He did just use the poison, so let's see what we can set up with right here. He's going to do that. So let's freeze the minions and the tower. Going to be able to get some good shots off. Goblins go down for that miner. We know where that miner's going. Don't play any games with me, boy. Now we got the zap coming down. Along with that, we're going to drop a musketeer. Now we're going to move in with another hog freeze. If we can get the elixir, it would be phenomenal if we could pull this off one more time. Let's try to see if we can do it. Hog Rider's going to go down. We do have the freeze right now. Beautiful. Now his minions are still alive, yes, but we did freeze the musketeer and both arena towers, which is pretty still solid. Now we're going to fireball all of this jazz. Beautiful. He's going to drop a giant. We're going to drop a tombstone over there along with goblins right there and minions on the musketeer. Phenomenal. Along with that, we're going to zap all of that. Take it all out. We're working on the giant. We're going to send in another hog. Hog's going to go dead for the tower. He does not have a defense. Always bring a defense in your deck or you're susceptible to the straight hog rider. This deck is dominated. We might try one more deck out. Let's try this deck out. It's a giant balloon. We do have the arrows, the zap, and the fireball. Let's see what we can accomplish. So we're going against Nova Kebab. Let's see what we can do. Obviously in level 9, we're in a challenge still. We're going to set up with the musketeer. Don't really have... I would have rather started with the giant. Let's put it that way. He's going to drop his own musketeer. We could fireball. He's going to fireball, so why not fireball him? Hopefully it still stays in. Beautiful. They take each other out. That's exactly what we needed to do. Now we are completely even. Let's throw him a thumbs up. This is going to be a fun one. Remember what I said about the defense? That's why you bring the defense. You want to have a straight Hog Rider come to your tower, especially when he zaps, even when it's poor. Hog Rider's unable to get a swing off. That's what we like to see. My goodness, he's going to drop an ice golem and be able to take out everything. That was definitely well played, but he's not ready for what I do have coming his way. That would be the giant ballooner. So what we're going to do is we're going to set up with a giant. He's going to be like, oh my goodness, what is he doing with that giant? Next thing you know, we got a balloon in the mix. He's got the cannon. We do have the arrows if we do see something crazy like a minion horde. He does have the musketeer, which we are going to fireball. Beautiful. The fireball is going to help. Along with that, we will be zapping the musketeer. Oh, baby, we couldn't even get a freaking bomb off, but we did do some good damage. This is a problem right now. We do have that lone hog rider. See, when you don't have any elixir, even when you do have a defense, you can't stop the hog rider. Minions were able to take him out, but we did take some unneeded damage. Moving forward, we're going to see what we can do. Now, for the retro challenge, I would say this isn't probably too bad of a deck. You have the arrows for the minion horde, the skeleton army, things like that. The balloon's going to be catastrophic to people. No mega minion will be in the game. It's going to be a lot of fun. Let's set up with the giant in the back this time. He already does know where I push. He's up on us by a little bit, but nothing to be scared about. I'm never scared. Let's see what we can do. Musketeer's going to go back behind this giant. Help protect him, really. That's what I need. I need some protection for this giant. Musketeer's going down. Along with that, we're going to fireball all this. Beautiful. And along with that, we're going to send in the balloon. And now the giant's going to be able to move in. Along with the minions, he's going to ice spirit. That's fine with me. Totally fine with me. Along with that, let's zap that musketeer. She is locked onto the minions. Balloon should be able to pop another shot off. And we have enough elixir for that hog rider when he wants to drop it. But thankfully, we're going to just shut him down like nobody's tomorrow. Let's drop a tombstone right here. Musketeer's taking out musketeer. Along with that, the ice spirit does go for the tombstone. Minions go down to kill that hog rider. These are dominating decks, folks. I recommend you try one of them out, having tons of fun with it. I'm very excited for the retro challenge. Comment down below what decks do you think will be the best ones. We don't even need to respond to the rest of this match because it is just completely over. But you know what? I never liked seeing a hog rider just move in willy-nilly. So we're going to zap musketeer. But with that being said, all my social media handles are right there. Boom, 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 boom. Links are down in the description. Check them out. And as always, thank you for watching. Subscribe down below and I'll catch you all in the next episode.